the NFL. And coming up next, it's the Jets' electric quarterback. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Jets and the Dolphins under the lights on Sunday night.
Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Throwing on their first play. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Throwing from the gun here. That's brought in by Lazard. Escapes a defender. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Well, so far, they've got to be pretty happy with how he's been leading their offense. It has been a great start.
And I'd hesitate to say it's only going to get better, especially if they really decide to keep running this offense through that quarterback's arm.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They're going play action. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. So now a timeout for a player who's shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Hall running between the tackles. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Catch is made in close. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Hall. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Jets finish up an excellent opening series. Breece Hall with the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in the top gear right here early on.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. He slides down with enough to pick up that first. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Has his man, it's Corley. And he's out of bounds, looks like right at the midfield stripe.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
They call these 3rd and 1 hard yards. Why not give it to one of the hardest football players on the team, your fullback, to do the job?
New set of downs for him from the 46. To throw here on 1st down. Toward the sideline and caught by Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or 2 short of that 25. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Early on, it's not his work passing the football we're talking about. It is what he's been able to do as a runner that has displaced Bussett.
Yeah, years ago, Kate, taking what the defense gives you means checking it down, but not anymore. Not with the QBs of today. He's showing you the prowess he has with his legs as well.
Working inside the red zone. And he scores. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets take a 2nd quarter lead. Malachi Corley, the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop him either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as it stands, he's in a spot to finish the regular season as the leader among quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. To throw it on on first down. He's gonna loft one deep to the left. And that's gonna be knocked away, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Couldn't connect on first, it's second down. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Long-time standout, Calais Campbell there for the stop. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down. So we're halfway through this final week of the regular season. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and the old quarterback momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the visiting Panthers who were able to come in and get one on the road. Bryce Young leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Christian Kirk leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Aaron Jones, a touchdown run in the victory. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to...
Are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. Second among NFL quarterbacks in... Start the half with a gift to Hall. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 70 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
They give on second to Hall. Crosses midfield, still going. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. They get 37 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. They'll throw on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps. It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Throw on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who can pull that off.
Jets headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And you want your quarterback to, number one, find ways to score for your offense. You always tell me that, Brock. But also, he's done it more than just through the effort. And that last drive, a notable touchdown for him on the ground for the season. Pass play on 1st and 10. As a man, it's Tyler Conklin. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
From the 37, he gets this one to Peoples-Jones. And that's good yardage with a new set it down. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man, and you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Into traffic, complete! They're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I love throwing up 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
He'll throw it yet again. Escapes the pocket. And he stops at the 31-yard line. We have a timeout now for somebody shaken up on the previous play, and as they work on him, his teammates hoping this doesn't keep him out of the postseason. From the 31. Able to hit home, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Hall's going to try to smash his way in. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Jets now trail by just a point in the 4th. Brees Hall with the touchdown. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Setting up to pass. And a man is there to knock that away. Clean breakup on that throw. And now they face second down. Here he is to throw. Wilson on the slant. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Escapes out to the left. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. He'll look to throw it. Able to find Corley. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. Back to throw. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. Their defense has set them up beautifully, Brock, and after that turnover, any points will end this game.
Yeah, as an offense, you're on the sideline just hoping for a stop. Just stop them, right? Just don't give up any points. But to get a takeaway, as an offense now, you're infused to go pay that off for your buddies from the other side.
From the gun, it's Hall. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. First carry here for Braylon Allen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. It's Allen again. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. This time it's a passing play. Flush down now to his left. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. That gives him a marked distinction for this season. He's now up to 40 touchdown passes this year. And it's part of one of the more impressive campaigns that we've seen from an NFL QB. So the win goes to the Jets. And they end the season the way they have so many games already this year, Brock, with a victory. And now they get to enjoy an extra week off to rest and prepare to host a game in the divisional round coming up in 2 weeks.
Ain't fucking with me, fall back while I'm doing this. I'm passing out cash, shoes fly like a stewardess. I can pass you dudes, you don't want step. The Blackfield night, I put him in check. Your P. Rodriguez, I don't do trees. Fresh SBs or them ACG steps. Then I'm correct, those ain't sevens. Those chip and pepper, please get up on my level. Switch the game up like Manning at the line. I roll from the dome like I'm playing for the Lions. It's coke what I wrote, get them high early line. It's like detox when your speakers turn down. You turn me up a little louder. Cigarette spit is my flow, straight powder. Nah, I ain't tripping, but the knocks come around us. The mic I record with is all been and pounded. Round one. My name, 'cause wherever I go, I be doing my thing. Don't know if y'all know, but I ain't doing the same as them. I made my own lane ahead, and ain't gonna change for no wherever I go. They be saying my name, 'cause wherever I go, I be doing my thing. Don't know if y'all know, but I ain't doing the same as them. I made my own lane ahead, and ain't gonna change for nobody. Hey, let's have a little fun. I'ma get it done. I make the sisters act a flow like none. See, that's a little pun. See, I'm a genius. I disagree with the miseducation of reader. I'm trick-or-treating and y'all all candy. Y'all can't fade me. Y'all need ambi. I'm mellow like Canby. Y'all come up short like Boykins. I will anoint them with ointment. You're such a bore, stop oinking. The point guard of y'all squad, nigga. Assist points in. I run the floor with the chords and the mic. Perform like Mike, game 5. I rock J5s with reflector on the tongue. I work like Dirk, I'm respected by the sons like fathers. Pompous and arrogant, I'm all of. But y'all work like me, then it's all love. Wherever I go, they be saying my